Good morning. Welcome to Joe Stunner Boxing. I've not long been up, as you can tell from the hair. It's all over the bloody place. Anyway, let's talk about TURKI ALALSHIKH and this statement he tweeted, I think, yesterday regarding pay-per-view. I'll read you the quote. It says, "Great meeting with my brother Shay, CEO of DAZN. We have big vision to grow boxing and have decided, I presume he means, no more pay-per-views, starting with our Ring Magazine show in November, that's the 22nd of November. All Riyadh season and the Ring events will be free to DAZN subscribers. The pay-per-view model has damaged boxing and we will no longer support it. We are with the fight fans." Now, you couldn't get a quote that's more on the money than that for me personally. I mean, pay-per-view model has damaged boxing. Yes, it has. In my opinion, it has. Long term. It's made a shit ton of money for various fighters, but no. I mean, we're talking about boxing growing as from what is essentially a marginalised sport into a mainstream sport. Pay-per-view is always going to prevent that from happening because it limits the amount of people that can afford to watch a fight. Now, there are two more pay-per-views before that happens on November the 22nd. Alexander Usyk, Daniel Dubois, that contest, and I can't remember the other one offhand. There is one more I read about. I can't remember it. But the purpose of this video really is to point out that this does not mean the end of pay-per-view, because ALALSHIKH is talking about Riyadh season and Ring Magazine, which of which there are going to be many cards. So it's great news. Don't get me wrong, but let's not forget that we're talking about. I think the other one is it Moses Atalma and Dillian White is pay-per-view. I could have that wrong, but if you look at if I'm right and it is that fight and it's the Usyk Dubois fight, of course they are Queensberry promotions, and the undercard of the rematch between Usyk and Dubois is awful. It's absolutely not pay-per-view worthy. I listened to a podcast with Duke McKenzie, an interview, and he said, well, no one cares about the undercard. That's not the point, Duke. I like Duke McKenzie. I think he talks a lot of sense, but that's not the point. If you're going to charge pay-per-view, so what you're saying is it's a pay-per-view charge for one fight. No, I don't accept that the undercard isn't important with pay-per-view. It should be absolutely stacked. That's if you believe in pay-per-view. I personally am opposed to it right across the board. But we're talking, 25 quid, essentially, to watch one so-called pay-per-view worthy fight, which is the rematch, Usyk Dubois. And if you're talking about it's the Atalma White one, that's going to be cheaper. I think it's going to be about 15 quid, roughly, if I've got it. I think it is that fight. I was reading about this earlier. I don't know I can't remember what the undercard is, but even so, 15 quid to watch a prospect, Atalma versus White, who's just about nigh on shot. No, this is bullshit. And of course it is. Again, we're talking Queensberry, we're talking Frank Warren. Cast your mind back, 10 years, 12 years to when Eddie Hearn had resurrected pay-per-view on Sky Sports. And Warren was, talking about, that's not pay-per-view worthy. One of them, ironically, was a Dillian White fight. I can't remember which one, but, we're for the fans. Do it for the fans. All these pay-per-views that Hearn is doing, he doesn't care about the fans. We do. We're for the fans. No, you're not, Frank. You're for yourself and you're for your quote-unquote clients. You're absolutely down to maximising profit because you, along with Hearn, along with De La Hoya, along with Arum, are all interested in making money. That's your gig. Admit it. You don't give a fuck about the fans. You only care about the fans if it's affecting your business. All right, so stop with the bullshit, please. But yes, to get back to my original point, this is not the death of pay-per-view. It's a very good step in the right direction from Al-Sheikh, and he's certainly gone up in my estimation. But no, De La Hoya, Warren, and others, Hearn certainly, they'll still be doing pay-per-views. So the battle has been won, you might say, but the war has not. Now, as far as DAZN, the Riyadh season and Ring Magazine cards that are coming up, I know there is one between David Benavidez and Anthony Yarde, and that will be on November the 22nd. So that will be free as in not behind a paywall. And you've got Devin Haney and Brian Norman Jr. as a co-feature, which to me is the real main event as far as I'm concerned. Benavidez, and I like Benavidez a lot, but Yarde getting another world title shot when he's done absolutely nothing to deserve one is a bit rich for me. But certainly Devin Haney and Brian Norman Jr., that I think is of interest to me. So as of November the 22nd, no more pay-per-views with the excellent Turkey and Riyadh and the Ring Magazine. But sadly, I'm not convinced, or it remains to be seen whether this will spill over into other promoters. So just to sort of sum it all up, a very good step in the right direction, but no, it does not mean the end of pay-per-view. And I just thought I'd point that out to some people who are saying, celebrate, the war is over. No, it's not, unfortunately not. But we're getting there. All right, comments below. Let me know what you think. Blah, blah, blah. I'll give them a read. Like the video if you liked it. Hit the subscribe button because it's free. It costs you nothing. And you're helping build the channel. What could be better? It makes sense. Thanks a lot, ladies and gentlemen. Have a good day. I'll get you later. Bye for now.